Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on our single player world. I'm really loving this. I'm really great start already in our inventory. Yeah, I'm really loving the way this stuff is turning out, and I was just looking at this. Look at the little bit of detail that this roof has. I've never really noticed the extent to the kind of curves this has, and what it does. It really works out very well. I'm really happy with the way that this is sort of turning out, despite the fact that I've just noticed it and I've been doing it for a while. What I'm planning on doing is, I was standing around here, busy looking at this. We still have to fix up these windows. But I finished off this back wall, and I was standing here looking and thinking, what would make this area, because it's a bit boring, it's just a big wall. Like, look at this. Let's walk from the back here. Doesn't look very nice. You see what I mean? Now, I could put a window there, that is true, and I think that would look alright. But, I've got another idea, and that is to put a balcony over there. Nothing too huge, but not a very small one either. Although it might be small, we'll see how we go. Nothing's happening here, I don't think. Nothing since the last episode. So, we're gonna get going on this balcony. Let's get started on it. We know we have a room here, so I've got this kind of laid out, planned out. We don't have a worry of how we're gonna be doing this. I want to do it with a bit of that there, the spruce. So, how do we do do we do a door on the side or door in the middle? I think on the side might be good. It's something a bit different. Oh, okay, well, this could be interesting. So let's just jump down here. Can we do a balcony without that? We can. We can. What we're going to have to do is, I think we might have to just take that piece out there and extend it out with a bit of a balcony. So for this one, we might just use this wood, and the rest of my wood's actually on the other side of the base, so we won't get it just yet. But let's go do that. We could do something along the lines of pulling it out with this. Although, maybe just doing something like this. Let's just push this out one. Oh, I've got vines behind me. I was wondering how it was jumping up. Alright, let's do that. There, and we'll get these out. Come on, man. Really, it's not going my way just at the moment. That one. Okay, yep. Carry on with the theme of nothing happening correctly. Let's do it. There and there. I think that could work from a little bit of a shape. Yeah, that won't put us off too far. Now, can we get this in there? Of course we can. No, we can't. There we go. Alright, so we've got this bit of a balcony going on. I want to just add in this, maybe some of these. We'll use the oak ones, just so that it doesn't look the same as the spruce planks that we've just put in here. So, we might actually just do that there. I was going to go half slabs, but yeah, maybe we'll do the full ones. So if we just do this, I think this could work as a little bit of a balcony. Nothing extravagant, but it's not big, it's not small. It just takes up a bit of space to make things look a little bit nicer. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think we can do a lot with that. What I want to do at the top here, I actually got that all the way in. That's pretty crazy. We'll put in one of these. In fact, we need to go one lower. We'll put in one over here, one of those, and then we can put in a door to top it off. We do have one there and there. So then what we can do is remove... oh, yeah, actually, that's not a problem. We just have to do that. There we go. Now, I think that will pretty much look the way it's meant to look. We'll obviously do a bit of stuff on the sides. But yeah, that does improve it. It makes a little bit of something different. And I think that's something that will work out quite nicely. So I still have to decorate in those. That will come. Now, a lot of you guys seem to have enjoyed the time-lapse from the last episode, as I mentioned in the last episode. And I've been asked to do a time-lapse at the beginning of this episode. However, I'm not too certain that I want to do it at the beginning of this episode. Well, I mean, it's already past the beginning. I thought, you know what, I want to do this at some point in the episode, but maybe not at the very beginning, because it doesn't really make sense to start off at the beginning. So, we've got a time-lapse coming up of me building a bit more on our mountain. And this part that we're going to be looking at in a few seconds or a few minutes is going to be something that I was just trying out. I'm not too sure whether I've got it right. There's obviously a lot of stuff that we have to learn, and I'll show you guys what we're talking about there. But back to a bit of this house, the topic of this mansion that we're building here, and Minecraft 1.12, which is the most recent little rollout of snapshots for Minecraft 1.12. They're busy rolling out, which a lot of you guys will be aware of. That is very exciting, I must admit. It's very exciting to see that Mojang is throwing builders a bit of stuff, but really, it's not enough, I don't think, for us just yet. I think we still need to get ourselves some half slabs, and hopefully they will be added for a few more things, because really, the addition of concrete blocks is pretty cool. I don't think we will use them quite as much as you might imagine, just because we don't really build too much with those colors, but I would definitely be trying to get them into a lot of places. That's what our nether hub is for, well, our nether tunnels. That's why I've got that area, because I like building with color. It obviously just doesn't go with what we're building right now using extremely colorful blocks. But adding in those sorts of blocks will really, really help, and they're a lot better than wool or, for instance, the stained clay, which really doesn't look like the color you want. I understand that it's clay, but we want some color. And I think that's something we have got our way with now. Also, the terracotta blocks, which have caused quite a bit of controversy. If you guys are interested in my opinion on them, I looked at them at first and I thought, I don't really like them. To be completely honest, I didn't like them at first. I am still in a very split state of mind with them. I'm not really too certain that I do like them. I still want to experiment with them a bit more, but I do like the idea of blocks that are placeable at different angles and stuff like that. I do like that idea. I also like the idea that, well, like, take it this way. I like that Minecraft has got a lot of very basic blocks in it, and it almost forces you to be creative with something that's not very, very, it doesn't give you everything. That's what I like about this game. It doesn't show you exactly how you meant to play it and what you meant to do, and it's kind of just a bit more free, and that's what I like about Minecraft. Now, as soon as you have blocks that are already giving you a design like that, well, a bit too much of a pattern, I feel like it almost takes away from the sandboxiness of certain parts of it, I guess, in the game. And I think it really is a bit too far, in my opinion, for a lot of those designs. Although I think that it can be toned down a bit and you could still use those blocks. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think I would try and find uses for them. I would imagine in this mansion, this is what I was actually thinking of. In this mansion, I've got a few uses for them for carpets. So once we do update to 1.12, we'll be putting in some carpets over here with those things. Well, not real carpets, but those terracotta blocks to look like carpets. I think that will look really, really cool. And that will be a use for them that I do think is pretty awesome. Although, as I say, I feel like they're just a little bit too busy. If in a better way to say it, would be busy. That's for sure. So I've just got to do this side here. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I will put on that time lapse for you guys right now. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you have ideas for in this area. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to get going on once we have gone through this a little bit right now. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was something I actually had quite a bunch of fun making, recording, putting together, just everything. I think that time-lapse was really what I was looking for, and I'm really, really proud of it. I think hopefully I will improve on these things. I used to do them very, very long ago, and I've decided, you know what, to show some of this important work that has to be done, which can't really be done on camera. I think there's no point in wasting the work that's done there. I think someone will enjoy it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I'm really, really glad that we are showing it. Although, with this build, I know I've got many, many things to learn with that, and any feedback would be greatly appreciated. So if you guys have got any thoughts on how we can improve the way I've done this, or anything along those lines, please let me know, because I would be very, very grateful for it. So I'll do a little bit of an explanation, and what we're going to do now is we're going to smooth out this area here with a few of these blocks here. So we'll be using a bit of cobblestone, a bit of andesite, and also some stone if we need to put it back in, just to make this look a bit more natural. And the plan for this, I'll tell you what my plan is, at least right now for this, is I want this area to be its own custom woodland forest. So we've started off with a bit of a forest here, which I think I said woodland, but it's not really. But going on this way here, I want it to be a bit more roofed, kind of like the roof forest is naturally over here. But I'm planning on doing some proper oak trees to do that, and I'm really excited to do that. It'll be quite a bit of work. We'll probably also do another time-lapse for that, because I am enjoying doing these time-lapses. Now, a bit of an explanation on this area here, and we may as well start just seeing how we go with adding in a few of these sorts of blocks here, before I carry on with this explanation. So let's do that, and I've been using this quite a bit now. In fact, maybe we'll be better off adding in some of our whole blocks first. So what I was thinking with this was I wanted to create a bit of a cover for this area. I wanted it to look like it's sort of dented into the mountain as if something's fallen away or something along those lines, just to create a bit more interest in the mountain, and also just to kind of try some stuff out, because this isn't the same, in my mind at least, this isn't going to be the same as what we're going to be building over here. This over here is going to be a more mountainous looking thing, whereas I wanted this one in the end when I was coming to it. I felt like it should really look more like a hill than a mountain, if anything, and I think it is. It's kind of like a large hill, and I'm very, really happy with the way it's turned out. Although, as I say, there's a few things I would definitely want to improve on, but overall, I am happy because it's our first real one that we've done, and I think it's turned out quite alright. So, the other thing that I want to mention is I have also started putting on the fog as of right now. Just to check that out. I think it's something that has grown on me. I do enjoy the fog. I was watching it in that time-lapse where you can see the village in the background, and it's really looking really, really awesome to see these buildings all just kind of from that upper angle there. I think it looks really, really cool. And I decided I may as well try put it on fog and see how we go with it. And I do like it. So let's add in a few more of these rougher blocks here. This is the idea that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it look as if this is kind of crumbling a little bit, but not completely. And you can see we do stuff like that there. We probably don't even need that block. But adding in just a little bit of cobblestone here and there. Not too much, because doing things in moderation is very important. And I have found that out over doing a lot of attempts to try and texture things. So let's try this out. We'll do maybe a few of those in like there. Maybe one or two of these. In fact, this sort of stuff I like to have on top of a more rough block like that. And then just to smooth this area out, we can maybe try doing a few things along these lines like this. So if we try this out, let's check how this looks. There we go, just a little bit more, and you can start to see that it's starting to look a little bit more textured, of course, because we're adding textures, and also just making it look a little bit more natural in terms of how the mountain should look. So let's do that, there, and by the way, if ever you guys try this, I would highly encourage you to give a bit of terrain formation a go, because I have found that it's been really, really enjoyable. Surprisingly, it seems like it's a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it is a lot of effort, but really the time is nowhere near the level I thought it would be, and the effort is all worth it. Trust me, it's really impressive to yourself when you finish it. You feel very, very good about it. It's a large project, and it's an awesome feeling to have it completed. You know what I mean? Just to have it done. There should be a horse in here, I'm pretty sure, that I trapped in as well. Let's have a look. Okay, before we do, I want to get rid of that one there. We'll put in one of these over here, and let's check how this goes. Yeah, look at that. Just adding a little bit of stuff to it, a little bit of detail really goes a long way. I think we might need to add in a bit more here, and maybe one of two of these things around this area. And also maybe a bit of a lighter step like that. There we go. Just small things make a big difference. So there we go, and we'll do maybe one andesite block, one of these blocks, and one of those. There we go. Perfect. Also, a bit of advice, if I could give any of you guys a bit of advice with building this stuff. It might seem like a pretty simple thing, but it helped me out quite a bit, was when I realized I'll be better off using a lower efficiency pick when I was digging out and changing over the blocks to the stone. I think that helped me quite a bit, because using my efficiency 5 pick, or whatever I have, something ridiculous like that, it really was overkill for what I was trying to do, and sometimes you just don't need all that power in your pick. Really, it's just a bit crazy. So I think that one really helped me out quite a bit there. Alright, perfect, that's looking good. I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably stick to this area for now today, and we can show you what my concept is, at least for how this is going to turn out. So the next thing that I want to put on here will be a bit more of the natural sort of stuff, the trees and bushes and things along those lines. And I've just been out trying to get a few leaves and stuff like that. And maybe we can also grab a few of those there. Perfect. I've got a plan now, as I say, to do the oak trees. Remember what I said? I wanted to do oak with a bit more of a roof of the forest, of course. And that will be really, really cool. But I also want to do another tree type. So if you guys have got some idea of what we could do, just to add in a bit of a difference for the tree, that will be the trees in the area. That will be really, really cool. So let's see this, adding in a few bushes. This is a thing that I found helps pretty much everything. Oh, actually, I wanted one of those. Let me get these off my hotbar, or my offhand. There we go. And, oh, you know what I've forgotten? I was meaning to grab some of these. Is a bit of mossy cobblestone, which I'm planning on adding to here, just to add a little bit more to it. Oh man, that's looking good. That's looking really, really good. I kind of get some rainforesty feel from this for some reason. I feel like the colors, the vibrant green, or darker green at least, this isn't as vibrant as what a jungle forest, like a jungle biome would be. But overall, I feel like it's, get off there. I feel like it's really doing something along those lines. So we'll do that. Now, as for texturing this area, yeah, we've gone a bit too crazy with those. As for texturing the grass and stuff like that, I'm planning on doing it maybe a bit of coarse dirt, just to add in a little bit more. And along these edges here, I was thinking, I'm not too sure how it'll work. How did that happen? How did that doesn't even make sense. All right, so we'll go back up here. And just to a few of these edges to create a little bit more of a, I don't know, bulge, or try and take away from the standard square curves. Yeah, that's looking good. Just a few more here and there to pull it across. Maybe one there, one there. We obviously need to put in a thing around here. There we go. That's looking a lot better. A lot better. I might grab some gravel as well and place maybe a gravel block here and there to create add one more texture in there. I think that could help out quite a bit. Yeah, that's looking really, really cool. Let's just take a little bit of a flight back here. Yeah, that's looking good, flying over there. By the way, my swamp texture thing that I thought about last episode, remember I was talking about how I wasn't sure whether or not they changed colors? I'm fairly certain they meant to. And I've had a look in Optifine. All my settings seem to be settings that would give me colors if there were. Maybe I was just wrong. This area at the back here, before I go any further, I'm planning on putting in this going down here, just like how I made this mountain real here, like this real hill going up here, and I think it worked out really, really well, as if this is kind of pushed over to this side, which is looking really, really awesome. And also around here, another bit of landscaping thought that I had, at least, was this. Let's just stop over here. This area here, I wanted it to be a bit more of a sheer cliff, and I think that has pulled off as a sheer sort of drop there. Very, very sharp. I want to actually keep that tree in there, maybe get rid of that tree and add in another tree, but it looks really, really cool, and if we could have some trees growing out the side there, that would be really, really awesome as well. So, before I go and sleep, I want to show you one more thing that I have done to this, because it's got a lot of different layers, a lot of different things in it. So I'm kind of lost now for where this thing is that I want to show you. Is it here? Yeah, look, we can start doing stuff like this and perhaps make a little bit of a cave going in there just to add in just that little bit more detail, a little bit more stuff. And how awesome is that looking? Man, not as good as that shader, that shader time-lapse bit, but I do like it quite a lot. So that'll pretty much do it for today, guys. I know we have got quite a bit done. Although it has taken me quite a lot of time, I am very, very happy with the result. I think we can do a lot more, and I would really love to hear what you guys think about it, what your opinion is on this. I think it's a bit out of shape, but it's, of course, our first one that we've completed, and I'm very, very happy with it. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.